to see that from Waypoint. I believe is this still Waypoint Warriors? I forgot.
Yes,
the name.
it's the Waypoint Warriors. How dare you?
Yeah,
Every
look,
single
it's
Tuesday, Waypoint Cafe NYC, followed by Bugs Bash on Thursday. Be sure to check out Bugs Bash number 4 this Thursday at 6:30 p.m.
Insane stuff. But we have Synnister versus Pawnmaster. Now I love both of these guys. I mean, you got a Young Link player, and you also got one of a very, very good friend of mine. This is gonna be a very, very fun match because Ryu, in my personal opinion, I don't like this matchup because of how good Hadouken is at stopping a lot of my projectiles, but also that Nair is going to be super crucial to be able to beat projectiles like Boomerang and even Arrow. So that's something that Synnister has to keep in mind when playing against someone like Pawnmaster, who has combos down. So it's nice.
Synnister has been like beaten really good though, because like Osimo has been turning it up at tournaments.
Yeah.
Just won a major like this weekend. Just amazing stuff. If people thought Ryu was terrible in this game after Smash 4, I think you are very mistaken. Look at this. Synnister has that Shoto flow.
Shoto flow. Again, bars. Yeah, but right now it's looking tough because Pawnmaster is reeling back a little bit. I mean, Young Link has the ability to approach and, has Nair, is able to scrap, but you really don't want to scrap against any fighting game character whatsoever. Gets the down tilt into the Tatsu, and that's going to be in stock. Done and dusted.
You know how you know how you can tell when a Young Link is struggling?
How?
When they're throwing shit out.
Yeah.
Do you know when a Young Link is an advantage?
When they're
throwing shit out.
They're always throwing shit out. Unfortunately, I am susceptible to that because it's weird. Because it's like I don't like mashing, but Young Link is just really good at mashing. So being able to get all these hitboxes out at the same time is crazy. That's another stock taken, by the way. I would like to mention Synnister with a nice double down tilt into the Shoryuken.
The Shoto Uprising, it's happening. Mark my words.
Alright, going for that down air to be able to punish a potential tech or a tech roll. Very, very good stuff from Pawnmaster, but it's just
Is this it?
tough.
Oh no, focus attack, dash back.
Ugh.
All right, unfortunately that was
Okay,
okay. Oh my god.
Okay.
Synnister. Yo, that was Synnister.
Oh, it hurts. It really hurts to see Young Link go down like that. But, Synnister is just crazy, crazy gameplay. Again, Hadouken, Shokudatsu even, those are moves that are going to be really, really bad for Young Link to deal with. Also, just this conditioning. The patience to be able to do this. Just waiting for the air dodges, the shields.
The panic air dodge away. He had that. Are we going back to small battlefield? No, we are going to PS2. Much larger space. Much better for Young Link. And I think Synnister is going to have a hard time actually getting in at this point. But once he does, Pawnmaster is almost as good as dead.
Yeah, and
just look at that.
Yeah, being able to get in, being able to get close enough to where you can kind of just jump over Boomerang is, kind of where Young Link struggles because of how much end lag it has. Regardless of the fact that move is safe on shield, it's still, super committal. You kind of have to watch out for that if you are a Young Link's opponent, and just to be able to do all this damage and be able to kill Young Link super early, it's really nice for Ryu to have that kill power.
Yeah, but Synnister and Pawnmaster keeping it very even right here, both at 86-88% apiece. Tries to go for just like the medium punch. All right,
you're rolling a lot.
Ooh, yeah. Well, Pawnmaster is just scared. I don't blame him after that 3-stock from the last game. Terrified.
I would be, and honestly, I'd be terrified too. But now this is where we can see Pawnmaster thrive a little bit. Goes off stage.
Oh no!
The
fast fall!
Oh, I know the pain. I really all too well. But gets the Boomerang into the forward air. Send Synnister off stage one more time. Trying to go for the Z drop bomb. It's a potential down air, but isn't able to follow up. What a grab, Tomahawk from Synnister.
All Synnister is doing is just walking. Is this a... No, it's not. Tatsu not going to kill right there. Put on a lot of damage. Almost got the jab lock right there. Oh, dear lord.
Yeah, Nair is just crazy. We thought Young Link has a good Nair, man. Ryu Nair is crazy.
Ryu's has been good since Smash 4. Another Tatsu. Not going to kill. I think he wanted that Shoryuken. Didn't quite get it. Instead, we see another focus attack. The down tilt instead.
Ooh, the wall jump, V-reverse, arrow into the up air. Good stuff from Pawnmaster.
Oh my god!
Your shield's broken.
What are you doing? All right, donkey
Shield.
kick. Get him out of here.
Yeah, Pawnmaster, it's looking tough. At this point, if I'm Pawnmaster, I have to start camping as much as I can. But again, Sinister's just doing so well at approaching. It feels like every single time Pawnmaster wants to throw out a projectile, Sinister is just in his face the entire time.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's this wall he has to climb over to try and like weave through like a Toho match, right? This is just kind of like, okay, it's like a little, you know, a little tripwire on the grass. I'm just gonna walk on over.
Yeah,
Oh.
again, just approaching with that nair, just being able to punish a move like Boomerang with, you know, a lingering hitbox like that is just so important.
And right there, we got the boomerang, and he's kind of going in, trying to pressure shield with the sword instead of any of these projectiles. Finally seeing some good use of that bomb. What the heck?
Just regrab
Yo.
on regrab on regrab. Pop
Ryu just doesn't have hands, he's got bombs.
And it's lights out for Pawnmaster and a solid 2-0 from Synnister. I mean, following up with that first game 3 stock, I feel like Synnister just had it in the bag. And Pawnmaster was really struggling to find openings, just sit back and throw out all these projectiles because Synnister just knew how good Nair was.
Yeah, but he did get one stock, and I think that was an excellent kill. I think he should have played more at ledge. And it looks like Synnister is trying to give him the rundown as well, being like, yo, you're a good player. Don't let that like affect your mental game here. Like you're gonna go against killers and losers, but I want to see you up again here in grands.
Yeah, that's the scenes that you love to see in this community. Just everyone trying to help each other out. I feel like that is, you know, that kind of should define Smash and grassroots in general. I mean,
I think sports in general.
Oh yeah, some people are crazy fans of sports. And hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh no problem at all. Listen, I'll be right here giving you the 4-1-1. The 4-1-1 is that Synnister cooked Pawnmaster. I'm sorry, but I do love seeing that, you know, kind of like immediately afterwards there was this little powwow of like, what could I have done? He probably has never faced a Ryu in bracket. Rarely anybody has. Shotos are very difficult in this game to maneuver. But in the right hands, they are going to do some dangerous work. We got Asimo right here. We got Synnister. And I think Pawnmaster, you know, that first stock, very unfortunate. I do think that he could have taken that first stock and, like, at least set the tone there for the comeback. But unfortunately, you know, we got nerves rattling you. You facing against someone who just looked like he had your number since game 1. It is very hard to come back from that mentally.
Yeah,
I think that's the hardest thing. Yeah, and look at that. The shield break, it's like, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to like turn up to 11, and if your dial is stuck at 10, it's fine. You always got next week.
Yeah, just really good stuff from Synnister to be able to outspace Youngling, which is crazy to say. I mean, like when you got up close, right? You were expecting a nair, an up B from Pawnmaster, which you saw kind of come out the animation, but just couldn't get those hits off. Yeah, no, it's like you can play on ledge if you're young. If you have tether grab, you can kind of just wait because Ryu's or, you know, any FGC character isn't, you know, gonna go for an edge guard like that, you know. But I feel like even though Pawnmaster had a patient gameplay, he could have been a little bit more like slowed down the pace because for the most part, Synnister was just in the hot seat that entire time. You saw that from that game 1 and even game 2, right? Getting that shield break, you kind of just saw that Synnister had control of the entire game and there was no question.
I mean, I think what was happening was that Pawnmaster really was throwing out a lot of good stuff, and he was starting to like catch a lot of these aerial approaches, but you weren't seeing a lot of variation in like timing. So like you weren't kind of waiting like a beat or two for the boomerang. You weren't like, oh, I'm gonna throw out the bomb and then the arrow instead of like the boomerang into anything else.
Yeah.
And I think that's really kind of like the juggling act a projectile character like Youngling has to do, because yeah, you do a lot of damage like when you go in, you get a down tilt into like, you know, a fair combo or something like that, but it's really like how you approach and like the mix-up you use with items is really going to define you from good to great, especially against a Shoto that doesn't have a lot of options when it comes to, hey, if you're stuffing me out with like with bombs in the air or boomerang, and if I can't jump in to get it, I have to like walk and shield, that puts me at a detriment because I'm going to get grabbed by your tether.
Yeah, and especially focus attack too, because bomb absolutely neutralizes that option because it's a multi-hit. It's 4 hits with Youngling. Even back air was another option I was kind of not seeing Pawnmaster go for. I was, you know, kind of hoping that having those 2 hits would be able to cover any sort of air dodge should Synnister recover, but I think Pawnmaster was more focused on trying to stay on the ground and maybe get these confirms rather than trying to get out of his comfort zone against Synnister. Because when you go out your comfort zone against FGC characters, you kind of risk, you know, taking so much damage and potentially dying for that.
Yeah, we have to remember they don't play the same game as we do. All right,
Nope.
they're already there. They're playing in Street Fighter 6. They're coming over here being like, all right, baby mode, let's go.
Exactly. Speaking of baby mode, we got a Steve versus Greninja. Not